Hi, welcome back. I am briefly going to say that this is more than likely going to be the future filming setup. I have filmed in here in previous videos and received good feedback on it. Like I mentioned, my office is completely empty now, so it's very echoey and it's bothering me in videos, so I know it's bothering you all. So let me know if this setup will work in the future. Otherwise, we're just gonna roll with it. This is gonna be where the majority of videos are filmed from now on. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I wanted to share with you guys some of my drugstore products that I have been choosing over my high-end products lately. I've been having a lot of skin issues. I was recently diagnosed with perioral dermatitis. That's what the redness has been on my face throughout the past few months. And I've just been struggling to find products that are cohesive and work with my skin right now. And I discovered that the majority of ones that I'm picking are drugstores. So I'm gonna run you through those and talk about why I'm picking them over their high-end counterparts. First up is this guy right here. It's the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Elixir Foundation. Now, a lot of the products I'm gonna talk about, I feel are really good dupes for high-end products. And this one has always reminded me of a better version of Armani Luminous Silk. So Armani Luminous Silk, and I think that's kind of what they were going for by naming it Silk Elixir. Armani Luminous Silk was one of the few foundations I could never get to stay on my skin. And it's really strange because I never have problems with foundations coming off on my skin. Even like the sheerest of formulas will last really nicely on my skin throughout the day. Luminous Silk, Armani Luminous Silk, that one just by like the 4-hour mark, I could literally always see spots that it was coming off on. So I don't know what the deal was. Loved the way it looked, but it just never could stay on me. So this formula is so comparable in my opinion. It has that super liquidy, lightweight feel to it, but it gives a decent amount of coverage. This is a solid medium coverage foundation in my opinion. It's very, you would think with the name Silk Elixir, it would be a very dewy foundation. I think it runs more on the natural side. It's not matte, obviously, but it's not so dewy that it looks something like, let's say, my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Skin Tint. It's somewhere in between, so for that reason, I feel like it's really versatile. Also very buildable. You can go from a very light coverage to, like I said, about a medium coverage with this product. And it just has been sitting so nicely on my skin right now because I feel I need the medium coverage. If I am doing like a true full-on makeup look, I do feel like I need something that's medium coverage because my skin is just so red and blotchy and the bumps they're coming in on certain days, and this just always, I feel, films very well for me, and when I look up close I don't notice it to enhance the problems that I have going on. So this is one that, like I said, I have been going for daily, and I've always thought it was a beautiful formula. This is a product I mentioned in my previous drugstore video last week, and I said it was a full-on dupe for the Fenty gloss bombs, and I still stand by that. It's the new L'Oreal Lifter glosses. I immediately, when I opened this product up and applied it, I immediately felt like I was using the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I have been out of the original Fenty Glow shade, which is what the color I picked up in the Maybelline gloss reminds me of. It's 009 Topaz. This is like an almost identical dupe for the original Fenty Gloss Bomb. Like I said, I think it's called Fenty Glow. And I do have a few other shades in the Fenty Gloss Bombs. I have the Fussy shade. I have the new Holiday set. But none of them are this just warm caramelly tone gloss that I really prefer for daily wear. So I've been reaching for this one as my daily lip gloss. Love the way it feels. It almost has this minty feeling to it without feeling tingly, if that makes sense. It's weird. It doesn't smell like mint, but then when I get it on my lips, it's almost reminiscent of like a buttermint type of smell. I don't feel like it's plumping in any way, shape, fashion, or form, but it's very glossy, it makes your lips look nice and juicy. So if you've never wanted to bite the bullet on the Fenty formula, definitely check these out. There are some really pretty colors in the Maybelline formulas, and I do plan on trying a couple more in the future. Let me get you on to this liquid eyeshadow combo that I have discovered. So for several months now, I'm sure you've been seeing me use these and talk about how much I enjoy them. They're the L'Oreal Brilliant Eyes liquid eyeshadows, but I mixed two colors. I have four colors. These three are my favorites. The shades are Bronze Light, Diamond Drop, and Amethyst Quartz. So I used Bronze Light in a tutorial recently, and I loved it for a nice, like, deeper coppery type of eye, but it's almost a little too dark for me for like daily wear. So I mixed the Diamond Drop shade together with light bronze, and it gave me this just gorgeous kind of, I mean, I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. It's just enough to be noticed, like when you're out in public, but it's not as boring as just wearing the Diamond Drop shade. The Diamond Drop shade is just completely like a beige shimmer. And I was really inspired to mix these because I was watching Amanda Z's video where she talked about her favorite YouTuber recommendations. And she had the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize and Marie Antoinette, which I used to own, but I don't have that one anymore. And so I thought, I wonder if I mix these two together, if I can get a nice custom look. And it really reminded me of that soft, like fresh golden beige type of eye. So yeah, if you have these, if you've purchased these based on my videos in the past, try mixing them. You could even mix this Diamond Drop shade with literally any of the colors. If you have other shades like the Amethyst Quartz one, you can kind of mix these and get a custom color. I have just been loving those two shades mixed together though. If you're familiar with my videos, you know that I have been a longtime user of the NARS Multisticks. I love every single shade that they make in the Multisticks. I think I've owned, at least at one point in my life, every single shade that they offer. But recently I discovered the e.l.f. Monochromatic sticks, and the particular shade Sparkling Rosé is almost identical to the NARS Multistick in G-Spot, which is one that I use often. If I were to put the NARS one on one side and the e.l.f. one on the other, I would not be able to tell the difference. Formula-wise, these products, they're so similar in the feel, the texture, the way that they look. Sometimes the NARS ones can be a little bit more glowy, but sometimes the e.l.f. ones can too. It just depends on which color you pick. But this shade in particular, Sparkling Rosé, I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. Yeah, I can never tell a difference in the way it looks compared to my NARS formula. So this is one that I've been reaching for, number one, because I have been limited on space since I've been trying to clear some things out, and it's so tiny, so portable, travel friendly. And yeah, I ever since I've discovered these e.l.f. sticks, I have been using them nonstop. Another e.l.f. product that I am currently wearing on my brows, and I literally just have this product on my brows and nothing else, is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. So I know I've mentioned previously that I haven't been using Boy Brow as much because I use my Oma Beauty brow products. Still really love those. But this particular formula in the e.l.f. in this particular color, I have the shade, I think it's neutral brown. This is kind of like a one and done eyebrow product for me, whereas the Oma one, the shade I have is a little light on me, so I still have to go back and refill some areas. This color is dark enough to completely fill in all the bare spots in my brows. And not only that, it just does such a good job of making them look so much more full. So this is one, especially more recently, I just feel like I've been so behind on everything in life right now, especially makeup and just filming in general. So this has been a big time saver to just throw on and not really have to worry about if my brows look uniform. It kind of just gives this nice finished, like polished look to the eyebrows. So this is one that I have swapped out. I've put my Oma and my Boy Brow up for the time being, and this one is what's on my current like everyday makeup picks. This could possibly be the world's most boring product recommendation, but let me get you on to, in my opinion, the best like everyday basic lip balm. You've heard me talk about this for years on my channel, but it's just a drugstore product that is a little harder to find. You may have to purchase on Amazon because the only place I can find it now is Target and Walmart, and it's the Lypsyl Lip Balm. This is a Swedish formula lip balm. It's just, I have been using it for years and years and years, and it is one of the few cheap, like inexpensive lip balms that doesn't dry my lips out. It completely, I literally have one in my car, on my bedside, on my makeup table. It's just one of those that I don't have to reapply often because it does such a good job of smoothing and moisturizing my lips. But it's also one of those products I feel like I cannot live without. So that's why I have one in like every compartment of my life. And I'm literally out of, this is my final tube, so I have to go pick up some more. But I thought this was worth mentioning because it is something that I use daily, and I have been using daily for years now. And if you can find it at your local drugstore, would highly recommend. I feel like you won't use another like drugstore like chapstick, Burt's Bees brand after trying this. Lip liner is something that I really never pay attention to at the drugstore. Up until about, I would say 6 months ago, I purchased this particular lip liner formula, and I truly use this like almost on a daily basis. And if you know my videos and you know the products I like, you know I am a hardcore stan for the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. I love that formula. It's, if you've ever had one of her lip cheats, you know that it's a pretty dry formula, but on me it lasts really well throughout the day, and I just love her color selections. This formula is almost the complete opposite because it's a really creamy, rich formula, very easy to apply, but the staying power is just as good as the Charlotte Tilbury ones. And it's the Revlon Color Stay lip pencils, and I have the the shades that I use the most are nude, and I forgot to bring my other one in here, but I think it's called Natural. I will list it down below and show you swatches of it. But the other one that I'm talking about is almost an identical shade for the NYX lip pencil that I talk about all the time in the color beige. So yeah, pretty much the NYX lip pencils, like I've always been so happy with those that I just really don't branch out with a ton of, and truly even with high end. Like if you look at my lip liner collection, it's pretty much either the NYX Slim Lip Pencil or the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. And this is just something that, it's just a nice switch up for me, and I think it's a lovely drugstore formula. I think most people do prefer that creamy texture on the lips. My problem with that is that I feel like the more creamy it is, the quicker it wears off. But like I said, the color stay line with Revlon, it's pretty good, and I feel like I can get a solid like 5-6 hour wear before I would even need to reapply. So yeah, if you are in the market for a good creamy lip pencil that lasts, this one's good. Okay, I think those are all of the products that I have been choosing recently over my high end. Let me know what your products are that you repurchase over the high end counterpart. I would love to know. These just seem to be, again, some of these are newer. Some of these you've heard me talk about a lot in the past, but I do like to champion a good drugstore product, a good drugstore dupe especially. And these just have either remained in a solid category for me, or I've discovered them recently and I've been really fond of them. So hope you enjoyed this, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.